What's up, all my power-ass crew? Did you get you some cool fancy fenders, but you're missing that light right there? Not all fenders come with it. I'm going to show you how to install that little light. Let's go. That smoke lens on the black fenders, it's just going to be cool. Yes. Now here's those little plugs I was mentioning a moment ago. Basically what you do is you pull that bulb out and plug that one in. Over on the driver's side, for the longest time, I just had this right here, just kind of tied up around this right here, and I want to clean up my wiring. So, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to pull this through the fender. No, seriously. I want to make my LEDs long enough that it's got tucked back up inside there, so therefore I got my factory plug and everything tucked up in behind the headlight right there, which will help protect it. Keep it away from out here from any kind of sticks or whatever catching it and ripping on my wiring harness. So here's what we're going to do. First of all, you want to figure out your polarity of your LEDs. LEDs are polarity sensitive, meaning you've got a negative and a positive. Well, being that your black wire here, well, more than likely that's going to be your negative. But to confirm that, and there we go, confirming the yellow's positive. Get you one of these small batteries. These things are so awesome for doing stuff like this. Some of those LEDs you get from Amazon aren't always that clear. You're not going to always have a yellow and black wire, red and black wire, or something like that. Sometimes they've got some weird colors. So confirm your polarity before you install. It'll save you a lot of headache later on. And for now, we can go ahead and push this boot off there and just give it a little gentle push and it slides right off. So the way I'm going to determine where I cut my wire at is by my little solder and seal connections here. Got that one slid up on there. I'm going to slide it to about right there. Then I'll cut my wire about right along in here or so, which will give me room to strip this back, tie the two ends together, slide this back over top of it, and seal it up. Here is a very, very helpful tech tip. This is my seats in my Jeep. Why does that even matter? I took all my heat shrink products and put them inside the Jeep. Because laying directly in the sun, these connectors, your heat shrink, and direct sunlight will start shrinking. Tell me how I know? Let me show you. That red connector right there, it went on the black wire no problem. Then after a few camera gabs later and a little bit of sidetracked here or there later, they won't anymore, so I had to step up to the blue ones. Yeah. I'm still going to be able to use the red one because it slides, but just it's very tight. So it was like ridiculous trying to get that one up inside those shrinking solder connectors. It just wouldn't go, so I had to step up to the blue one. So what little heat shrink tubing I have left, let me show you how to install it. Go ahead and put your little grommet gasket on there. Feed that through there. Go ahead and pull it on through. Now take your grommet and go ahead and finagle that sucker in there, set it in flat, and you'll notice right there it'll want to fold up on you. Just take your pinky or a screwdriver or something, push back up in there. Now on your LEDs, there is an orientation for these LEDs. If you look real close, I have no idea if the camera's picking it up. I think it is right there. It's got the word top written on it, T-O-P, right there. So what you do is take your LED, position that top, obviously, and push it in place. Yeah, like that right there. Oh, I like that. The smoked LEDs on that black fender. Sweet. And then we take this and feed it up through there. And save yourself a lot of fussing and foul language. Tuck it all up in there like this right here. Because sometimes people will just stick that end up in there and they'll fall back out and all that fun stuff. So this is where you get you some of this and wrap the rest of it and bring it all the way down past the hole here. But guess what? I'm out of that. Why? Because of that. So now we're going to pull the bulb out, and I need both hands to do that, but basically get hold of it. I really, really, really recommend wearing gloves to pull that out, because if you squeeze too hard and bust that bulb, it will cut you. But I never listen to myself, so let's see if I can get this done. Oh, look at that. I did that with one hand. But before we plug this into that, I want to do one more thing. I want the factory piece to go in there and come out right here. And I definitely need both hands for that. Be right back. And then we go ahead and plug that in. Then I'm going to take my harness, push it all back down inside there. And again, I know some of you guys are going to be fussing at me. I'm going to order some more of this right here and some more heat shrink tubing and cover this up. But for the sake of the video, I'm going to go ahead and get it done. But you guys, I'm telling you to be prepared, because I'm not. Yeah, because I don't, even though I've got heat shrink right there, that doesn't make me feel warm and fuzzy that it's like that on that edge. So as soon as I get through doing this, I'm jumping on Amazon and making me some orders. And I don't know how well they're showing up in the camera. From the viewfinder, looks like I can see them right there, so I think we're good. But yep, there they are. Pretty. I like them. I'm kind of halfway thinking about drilling me a hole right here and putting, one's going to be for the marker light and one for the turn signal. But if you decide to do something like that, I recommend not putting any additional LEDs on the outer part of the fender, because if you're like dragging against something, you can catch that right there and just totally obliterate it. So if you tuck it more toward the grill, all this out here will help protect anything you got going on here. And y'all have no idea how bad it's driving me nuts not having that wire loom on this. Oh, yes, driving me nuts. As soon as I stop recording this shot right here, I'm getting on Amazon ordering some, like, now. Yeah, I'm sure somebody's gonna pop in the comments and say, well, why don't you just go to the auto parts store and get you some? Here's the problem with me. If I go to the auto parts store and pick some up, I'm like, oh, wait a minute, while I'm out, I'm gonna go here and do this. While I'm out, I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Next thing I know, I've killed most of the day out gallivanting, running errands, or whatever it is I'm doing, and I don't get anything done here. I got stuff I want to get done to this rig, so I don't want to leave the house until I have to. Gotcha? Cool. Now, I don't know how well it's showing up on camera, but if you look right along the edge of that heat shrink, there's some adhesive squeezing out. That's what the marine style heat shrink does. There's a glue inside there, so whenever you heat it up, not only does it shrink down onto your wiring or whatever you're shrinking it down to, that adhesive bonds it to whatever you're shrinking to, and it also provides a seal for waterproof. Now, there are times I like the regular heat shrink as well. If it's like inside wiring, inside the cabin, something like that, and it's not being subjected to the elements, I'll use it on that for the sake of, you know, bundling my wire up and keeping things neat, nice, neat, and tidy. Or if I've got, I don't know, a rod or a piece of all thread that's got exposed threads, I'll take a heat shrink, put it over top of it, and shrink it down onto the threads. The regular heat shrink, not the marine with the glue in it, the regular stuff. Therefore, it'll cover up all the threads of the bolt or shaft or all thread, whatever I may be doing, protecting the thread, keeping junk getting into it. So it helps. Driver's side installed, and that one actually tucked in better, staying with the top hole right here. And yeah, I'll be glad when my wire loom gets here tomorrow, because then I can cover that wire. Yes. And as you can see here how well it tucks up, and when my split loom gets here in the morning, I'll run this and bring it all the way up to here. And what I normally do with the split loom, and I'll show you when I do it, I'll take and collapse one end of it and take wire tie and just cinch it down real good. That keeps from it sliding back and forth on the wiring. You know, as I put those in, I keep looking right here thinking, yes, that would make a cool spot for like a side shooter light pod or something. Because if you're on a trail and you hit these side shooter pods, it would be like lighting up the rocks at the front of your tires. It'd help your spotter and yourself at nighttime. That'd be kind of cool, honestly. It'd be pretty easy to fab up maybe a bracket right there, mount it shooting out, or I could get those flush mount style and get on CAD, my 3D printer, and make me a housing for it, let it side shoot. My mental squirrels are active, yes. And there's my little smoke lens LED marker. I'm gonna be doing something about those pretty soon. I'm gonna put those light pods in right there with the turn signal thingy. When, I have no idea, but that bumper, I want to redesign it because I want to integrate some other features into it and make it not look so blocky, and I want to shorten it some. Yeah, she's sexy and she knows it. Woohoo! Looky what come in. Alright, I can't open this to hold the camera both, and I need to do it quick because look. See all those spots? I'm about to get rained on. Let me get this done. We got the wire loom, and we can open it up and cut us off a little bit and put it on those wires so I can feel better. I gotta hurry, it's getting worse. I know, quit playing with the camera, get it done then. Take your split loom, run it the whole length like that to protect it, keep from it chafing against that edge, and as you can see, it's starting to come down. Y'all, my hair's gonna get messed up. I also want to point out real quick, when you plug these back in, turn on your headlights and test, see if it's working. Obviously it's not working now because I don't have it plugged up. Let's see if I can do this. I really need to get a different camera for when it rains. Okay, you see right there it's working, right? I'm just holding it, but you can see it's working. Watch this. I'm gonna take my plug, turn it 180 degrees, and touch the contacts. There it's touching, and look, it don't work. LEDs are polarity sensitive. LEDs are polarity sensitive, so yeah, be sure to keep an eye on that. If you plug it back into your harness and it's not working, unplug it, turn the plug 180 degrees, plug it back in, you should be good to go. Okay, notice how I've got my wire ties lubed. I've got one around the loom, the wire right here, and one around this brace. What I'm going to do is pull this one tight, pull that one tight, and then you pull this one up next to that one, and they'll pull your loom up next to that bracket and hold it secure in case you grab a branch or something like that when you're out wheeling to prevent pulling your wiring stuff out. So yeah, I want to take my other hand, tighten it up, because it has not rained for the past few minutes. As soon as I get the camera out, it starts raining again. So yeah. Now before you guys start spazzing out, oh my gosh, you're leaving your tails hanging out. Look at these cutters. See right there, it's flat on that side right there. It's what you call flush cut. These rock when it comes for wire ties. Because you get right up next to it, like this right here, and just snip. Look at that, no sharp edges. Up here. Let me get on this one. No sharp edges. And get this one flat again. There we go. Sweet. Alright, I need to get my camera inside. This thing's fogging up. Yeah, I am like totally soaked. Yeah, then for a brief moment, it came down pretty hard. And I laid the wire loom on top of the engine right there and said, oh, screw it, I'll come back out and do it when it quits raining. And like, you know what? I'm already wet. Just get it done. So, Power Riders crew, if you guys bought a set of those fenders and it didn't come with those lights, I'll drop a link down below where you guys can pick up the parts to make yourself legal. Most states require you to have side marker lights visible from, obviously, the side. So it's one of those things you check with your local laws. Here in Tennessee, it's pretty lax, but you do have to have the side marker lights. So I'm legal, I'm good to go. I got both fenders installed. The fender install video will come after this one. Cool? Cool. So everyone, if you enjoyed this video, hit me with a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, leave me some cool comments down below. Peace. Later, y'all. You know, I was going to run to the post office and drop off some packages and stuff, but I'm going in the house and change first. Peace. Later, y'all.